Sound to your mind.
Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Shouts all on my team, I need more than a mattress support in my dreams. Could grab a few Z's like I'm falling asleep, but I don't wanna wake for the morning grief. Breathe. Tears drop to the formula, see a broke heart but it's worn in my sleeve. Never listened, I was warned in my teens, but I still skipped school, I was taught in the streets. Ring back, don't call for police. Stand tall, don't fall for the beast. Got issues with trust, so I'm born to believe. We've been a victim of love and now we're caught in it deep. Breathe.
All-time 11, Holland this time. Big up to everyone for coming through. Big up Christopher McGrath as well, each and every time for coming through. What's food, Gav? What's food? I think you meant to say what's good, Gav. Don't worry, we'll ignore that one. It's early morning. But no, man, big up to yourself for coming through. Yeah, obviously you got the Fitz one right this time, but listen, so you got my one wrong, but you get Fitz's one right. But listen, we'll let it slide. But yeah, listen, thoroughly enjoying these ones, you know, Holland this time, you know, and I think the Holland one is going to be, I think me and Fitz will probably both agree it's going to be a bit more straightforward, you know, because they've had some serious players, but I think a lot of their players, you know, it's, yeah, I think it's going to be nailed on for a lot of positions, if I'm honest, you know. And as always, when you come through, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure, guys, as well, you sub to the channel if you are new, and make sure you follow Fitz and his socials, which is in the description. And of course, guys, let us know, you know, what players should go into an all-time 11 for Holland. You know, this is our third one. So we've done France, we've done Brazil on Thursday. Obviously, we've got Holland, and then after this one, we're going to be doing England, and then we got Belgium, etc. So we are going to go through all the major teams, you know, in the world, national teams, and do an all-time 11. So yeah, let us know what you guys think. Other than that, bro, how you been, Fitz, man? You all good?
Yeah, man, same old same. Nothing ever changes in my world, bro. What about you?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. I mean, I literally, you know what? I woke up to some news this morning because I was watching the Spain and Uruguay game, innit? And like I fell asleep, man. As usual, you know, when it's them kind of games, man. If I got no coffee in my system, I'm out for the count, man. I have to be honest. But I woke up this morning, yeah, and I'm hearing that Ugarte is now out for 9 months.
Right.
Apparently, it might be an ACL. So he's definitely injured. I think it was his knee injury, but they're saying it might be an ACL.
Yeah, so he's going nowhere.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I'm gonna say, yeah, is, you know what? You don't wish injury on anyone, but this means that we have to go and buy free. If there was and ahhing about free, there cannot be any and ahhing. No, it has to be literally free now.
The thing is, Ederson was a clear Ugarte replacement because Ederson isn't a first team player for us. Is going to be a backup, a bench centre mid, which is essentially Ugarte's role in it. So it was kind of clear that was the way it was going. Ugarte was on his way out, and we're bringing Ederson in. Now, obviously, Ederson coming in, they'll just see it as, well, that's Ugarte's replacement. But the problem now is we don't get that extra 30 mil or whatever it is selling Ugarte. You get me? Like,
well, but in a sense, you can look at the Hoyland money. In a sense, that has been that kind of money that Ugarte would have given us.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, bro. Don't get it twisted. We are like we've got to still comply with FFP. You get me? So when it comes down to it, we've got to make money from sales as well to be able to spend what we want to spend. You know what I mean? And that say 30 odd mil. That's another signing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the difference between do we get another centre back or do we get another fucking full back or do we you know what I mean? Like if for
Yeah.
example Rashford, if Rashford doesn't go, we can't afford to bring in a left mid. So because we're gonna end up stuck with him there.
Yeah, because of the money that he's on.
Exactly. So it's
Mm.
one of them. Like Ugarte is not on the biggest wage, but
Yeah.
we need to clear that wage off and take that 30 odd mil if we want to spend what we want to spend. But
Yeah.
if we're going to lose out on that, and then like Rashford, we was intended on getting 26 mil for Rash, he's not gone, and now we don't know what's going to happen. He might go nowhere, which means 26 mil plus say like 30, 34 mil just to make it a nice number for us. So we're 60 mil short of what we thought we were going to get. That's a whole player, bro.
Yeah. No, I hear it.
That's a
I hear
fairly
it.
big name, you know what I mean? So I think I don't like how this window's looking, bro. I'm telling you now. It started off looking hopeful to what I thought we were gonna do. Now, especially with that news, because Rashford was already a bit of a blow, and now
Yeah.
fucking Ugarte. Yeah, man. Like,
Boy,
damn.
I mean, what to say, man? Yeah, it's one of them ones where I'm just trying to be optimistic. You know, I'm trying to say I'm literally not looking at anything negative because you have to believe that Ineos and Carrick as well. They've got their list of targets, and I'm just still staying optimistic that we are going to get it done. But
Yeah,
at this moment in time, you have to be honest. It's been shit, man. It's been boring. To have one signing in, is a problem. But I think we still need to be optimistic and just think they are going to get it right. So that's what I'm choosing to do, and that's why I'm not really talking too much about you know the transfer window as much for Man United because a lot of the same old news is getting regurgitated. Man, it's boring. So I think now that this injury's happened, and again, you don't wish injury on anyone. I know obviously we got to meet financial fair play, etc. But me personally, we was meant to believe that we're gonna come in and do some serious business. So that's what I'm sticking to, regardless of the financial fair play or not, man. Because these things should have been sorted out in the background anyway, which I believe they are. So let's see, man. Let's see.
it's just I know, like for example, because the talk has been, oh well, fucking Greenwood's definitely fucking played his last game at Marseille. He's definitely on his way out. We've got 50% on that. We've got 10% on Garnacho, and he looks like he's already on his way out of Chelsea. So and
Yeah.
like all this is money that we're kind of accounting on. Maybe not the Garnacho because it's maybe a bit early. But the Greenwood one, we're 100% like thinking we're getting at least 40 mil off a Greenwood deal because he
Mm.
should be going for about 80, considering what fucking my man's Anderson's just fucking gone for. You're telling me Greenwood's not an 80 mil player?
Oh, bro, listen, he's easily an 80 mil. I'll
Yeah.
go as far and say, why can't he be £100 million player with his
Yeah.
age, with the potential that he's got as well? Because
Yeah.
I actually do believe his next club is gonna be. I'll be very surprised if his next club is not Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG, one of them sort of teams. If he
Yeah.
goes to a team less than them teams, I'll be very surprised, isn't it? Obviously, I'd
Yeah.
love him to come back to United, but that's not going to happen. But yeah, I'll be surprised, man. So yeah, he's an easy 80 to 100 mil player for me.
Yeah. But
You know?
they'll be looking at it thinking, right, so that's money that we can count on, you get me? So when they're
Yeah.
planning shit up, they're thinking, right, so we're going to get rid of Bain-Day, we're going to get rid of Onana, we're going to get rid of Rashford, Hoyland, Ugarte, da-da-da-da-da. So far, only fucking Hoyland's gone.
Yeah.
That maybe that's why we're not getting any updates on the window because remember we was fucking doing this whole fucking buy to sell shit last year. That's why we didn't get fucking Belabor in time. Because we couldn't fucking get rid of anyone.
Yeah.
Fucking Rashford went out on a loan because he was being a dick. Fucking Sancho being a fucking knob, same way, only would take a loan. So we weren't benefiting enough from that to be able to fucking go for the Belieber deal. You know what I mean? So, like I say, I am hoping that it's not going to be the case, but it does kind of feel a bit more like last season, where it seems like it's a buy to sell, sell to buy type of thing. And then obviously, when you're looking at it and you're thinking, well, who's signing Rashford right now? Who's signing Onana?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where are we going to pull an extra 30 odd mil from for what we've just missed out on Ugarte?
Yeah. I hear it, man. I hear it. But as I said, bro, like as Exedra said, big up to Exedra as well. Don't panic, in my opinion, and that's what I'm choosing to stick to, man, because I think everyone's gonna be, you know, stressed, all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna have to just give Ineos the patience to see, because I think we have to believe that they are gonna be making some serious noise in this window, because if we come out this window, yeah, and we haven't done what we need to do, then I'd have to agree with a lot of the fans that are not backing Ineos. But I don't think it's going to come to that, because I think we've got money. You know, it's just, I just believe the market's mad, and they've probably identified the players that they want in the long term, and I do believe we'll get that over the line. So yeah, I'm just choosing not to panic. The same with Exedra as well, man. I think it's important, but I can understand people's frustration, because, you know, when you're seeing, you know, other teams doing business, and we've just brought in we've just brought in Edison. Again, people are going to be thinking, yeah, this club ain't serious. But yeah, let's wait and see, man. Sorry, not really been about over the last 10 days, fella. Had a mad week. Been walking my next door's dog, a Cane Corso and a Canara Presser mix. It's massive. Yeah, big up Christopher, man. Listen, big up yourself, man. You're here all the time, man. So as I said, man, if you're not here, then obviously I know there's you know, you've got life going on, in it. It is what it is. But yeah, boy, them Cane Corsos and the Canera Pressers. Yeah, listen. Just be careful, man. That's all I'm saying. You know, them temperamental dogs there, man. Just be careful. Nah, bro, I'll tell you now, I never forget the story, boy. I'll tell you the story. Edis. So my friends this is when the dog was. I met this dog from young. He was a what was he? A cross pit, or whatever they call him. I can't remember what it was, yeah. And I remember this dog when he was young, and we must be walking the dog to the shop, yeah. And my friend's gone into the shop, and I'm just holding the dog. Bro, listen, I know this dog from when it was young, and obviously it's got older. I'm holding the dog, yeah, and the dog's just turned his face and started looking at me, yeah. And I'm like, what's this dog doing? Bro, he started growling, yeah. I'm looking the other way, and I'm thinking, right, that could be the end of me, boy. And then he started growling. And I'll tell you now, if my friend didn't come out the shop, literally, I'm talking pitch, yeah, a second. Yeah. If he didn't come at that shop a second, you would not be seeing me on this stream right now. I promise you. I promise you. Because that dog was looking to make me his meal. I'm telling you. And
he must have picked up on how uncomfortable you felt. And
bro, that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. I'll tell you this now. I was uncomfortable, because when you've got a dog like that just looking at you for no reason, and you've known it from young, and he's growling, it's like, okay, I can either be brave and start growling back or start doing all that, yeah, or I can just hope for the best and hope my friend comes at the shop. And let's say that the shop owner gave him the wrong change. I'd have been gone. I wouldn't be on the stream, I promise you.
I hear it. No, but
as soon as he came outside, he took the lead, and that dog was just barking like mad. It made no sense.
It's crazy though, because that's what I'm saying. Like I've always been a dog guy, innit? Like fucking my I had a dog pass away not too long ago. Scoob, he was a staff in it. But like when I'm saying all my kids from baby was around him, innit? They're pulling his tail, pulling his ears, all that business, like no kind of problems whatsoever. Now my new dog, she's a Cane Corso, innit? Big. Oh,
serious?
Yeah, bro. Big motherfucker. But this is what I'm saying, bro. Around 4 kids, not one. Like my daughter will slap. If my dog's sat there drooling while she's fucking eating and that, my daughter will just slap her in the face. Just move. I swear down. the dog's soft as shit, bro. But that's what I'm saying. Like anytime
Yeah.
someone opens up my garden,
Again,
gate,
it's,
the
it's how
dog
you
goes
bring them
mad.
up, though, isn't it? It's how you bring them up.
Yeah, yeah. But that's the thing, though.
Mm.
She is protective of us. Like, if my garden gate goes, she starts going nuts. Like, how many times we've been on stream and the dogs just start going nuts? It's literally she's just protecting the yard. But the kids, oh, they could fuck her up. She won't do nothing. She's just a big soft cunt. You know what I mean? But it's
I'll tell you this now, yeah. I'll tell you this now. Tell him to stop, man, because yeah, listen, man, I ain't taking no chances. You
nah,
can be
but
slapping it
that's the
around,
thing.
and next
Nah,
thing you
that's the
know,
thing.
you're in the
That
floor on the
is
floor in the puddle, man.
Nah, bro, because that's what I'm saying. It's the dog picks up on mood and tone, and you know what I mean. Like dogs have got a mad sixth sense, bro. They can tell what you're feeling, and if you're
Yeah,
feeling scared or uncomfortable, the dog thinks something's off with you.
yeah, yeah. Of course,
You
of
know what I'm
course.
saying? So like
Of
my
course.
kids, like, nah, don't never be scared. Like I had to get my kids out of that in it because she's so
Yeah,
much bigger than Scoob was. Like they were a bit wary in it. I'm like, nah, you be wary, she'll bully you. That like dogs are
yeah,
territorial, man. You've got to let
yeah,
her
yeah.
know
They can
you're
they
the
can
boss.
sense fear in it. But
Yeah, man.
the thing is now, yeah. I'll be honest with you. I had no choice. I had no choice, bro. I had literally no choice. It was either yeah, I stare him out and I'm done, or I just look the other way and hope for the best. And that's what I did. And as I
Nah, I
said,
hear it.
big up to the shopkeeper, because if he didn't give him the right change, I would not be here. I promise
Yeah.
you. I
Dog would have
promise you I
been
would not
munching
be here.
on Gav Tartar in it.
I trust you, man. I trust me. My heart skipped a beat, man, when that happened, because yeah, I'll never forget that story, man. And ever since that, I mean, obviously, I think the dog's no longer here in it, but yeah, I remember it when he was young, like literally young, and then yeah, he just obviously got older, yeah, man, and just didn't like me. So yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, listen, man, some great stories. But let's get on to why we're really here. And guys, as I said, we are gonna need your assistance to help us get through these players, man. To get this team going. So yeah, it is the Holland all-time 11. Bro, I think we're both gonna be in agreement, yeah, with the three at the back, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the fullbacks, I mean, we will give them a worthy mention, but yeah, it's not gonna happen. But are you thinking two strikers?
Well, I've
Are
got
you
two
thinking a
strikers.
10? Go on, go on, go on, go on.
I have got two strikers written down, but here's the thing: I've got two man in the middle. I've got a winger on each side. I've got a 10 and I've got two strikers. It doesn't
So
work.
that's exactly what I'm thinking.
But here's the thing: no, wait.
But is that's not gonna work though? 3, 2.
That's what I'm saying. I think we've got an extra player on the pitch there.
No, it's right. 3 at the back, 2 in midfield. That's 5. And number 10, 6, 2 wingers, 8, 2
Yeah.
strikers, 10, goalkeeper 11.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I've wrong with that. Because this is what I'm saying. I've got a plan for it. We ain't gonna play with wing backs, but three solid centre backs there in a solid midfield. We're comfy.
So this will be 3, 2. We're gonna do this formation. 3.
3-2 or
I'm just trying to think because I'm gonna have to go by the formations they've got. So we got 3-2-4-1, 3-3-1.
can we
Would
not
it be
go
this one?
3-4-1-2?
3-4-1-2. Yeah, 3-4-1-2. That's the one. Yeah. Let me know if you can see it on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Cool. All right, cool. So yeah, guys, we're gonna go with a 3-4-1-2 for this Holland team. Yeah, and I'm saying this now. Nothing's beating the Brazil team. Just saying, because that Brazil team should be banned. Should be
But this is
banned.
the thing.
So
I've got one player for every position on that, and that's all I've written down. I know there's honourable mentions, but I've literally just picked my 11. I'm not even going that deep into it because like this, it should be fairly clear cut now. The only
Alright, cool.
bastard is, bro, looking into it, did you clock how many absolute bad boys retired in 94? From international football, after the 94 World Cup, Rijkaard, Hullet, and Koeman all retired.
Bro, thank God, man. Thank God. Because
Made life
how
a
we have
bit
done this team?
easier, innit? Made life a bit
thank
easier,
God.
but to be fair though, I feel like I would have got one of them in at least But
Right, let's get on to it. And guys, as I said, let us know in the chat as well what players, if you agree with or if not. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, we are gonna have very much this similar team, yeah. So again, I've wrote down 3 goalkeepers. Waste of time, I know, but let me just put them in there anyway, yeah. So we've got Martin Stecklenburg. You know, I'll put Ed De Hoy in there for banter, but obviously we know it's gonna be Edwin van der Sar.
all day. There's only one answer. Only one answer.
Yeah. I mean, I was struggling to be fair, but
that's the thing. No, it doesn't even matter. Like, look, I know Italy's not gone to the World Cup, but imagine we did an Italy all-time 11 from '95 onwards. Yeah, Buffon's in there. They've had quality keepers, but there's no conversation to be had. Buffon's there, innit? It's the same with Edwin.
Yeah, no one's beating Buffon, man. It's obvious. Van der Sar, next question. Big up Exedra. Exactly, man. Let's not waste time, innit? Right, the back 3, yeah. This could be the quickest one we've ever done, by the way.
Trust me, I got a feeling we're gonna breeze through this.
We are. But before we get on to that, yeah, I think it's worth giving honorable mentions for the fullbacks, yeah. So if you remember, do you remember a left back called Arthur Newman?
Vaguely, yeah.
So Arthur Newman played for Rangers, yeah. And to be fair, he was a very good left back, man, for Rangers. And this is when Rangers had, yeah. Again, I've put him in my striker list, yeah, but I'm gonna mention him. Bro, do you remember a striker called Michael Moles?
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. When I first see him, yeah, you know how mad this is? I actually thought he was the best striker in the world at one time. And then I realized he's playing in Scotland. Bro, I swear.
Realized he was playing against Livingston or something.
Bro, I thought he was the best striker in the world. I thought this guy's just banging goals every week. Like, is he that good? And then I realized, oh, he's playing in Scotland. Like, and obviously Henrik Larsson was there as well. But
but Larsson's proof of what a good striker will do in that league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is.
Them,
but this Michael Moles, yeah, they had him. They had a guy called George Alberts as well. I think Arthur Newman was part of that. And boy, they would. I mean, that Michael Moles was he was unplayable at times, just scoring every week, man. And I thought he was that guy. And then obviously we know when we see Van Nistelrooy and all that, you know what I'm trying to say. So, but yeah, Arthur Newman, man, was part of that. So I think he deserves a worthy mention. The same with Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, again, former Rangers as well. Obviously Arsenal, Barcelona, and then I put Jetro. Remember Jetro Willems as well. Yeah, I put his name in. So again, these guys have all got worthy mentions, but they're not going to make the 3 at the back. And on the right-hand side, I mean, I put Urian Timber, Denzel Dumfries as well, who's having a good World Cup. And then you got Michael Reisiger.
But this is where we had to just go 3 at the back, in it. There's no point.
Yeah. It was never going to happen with the 4, but I think they're worthy mentions, yeah. But listen, I feel, and it's gonna have to happen. But I know you don't want it to happen, yeah.
It doesn't have to.
Wait. Let me finish, yeah. So I've got 4 names on there. How many have you got?
Get rid of one of them. I've got 3 names.
You got 3. Right. So again, the reason why, yeah, and you hear me out on this, yeah. The reason why he has to be in there, and I think everyone knows who we're talking about, is because we have to have balance in that defense. I don't want to have left footers on the right.
I've got a left footer. I've got a left footer for you, brother.
What? No. But I'm saying we need to have a right-footed player on the right. Sorry.
Yeah, we've got that. Don't worry.
All right. So the names I'm working with.
I've got it planned for you, bro. I've got it planned. I know what you like on a football pitch, bro.
All right. Let's go. Yeah. So the names I'm working with. Virgil.
I don't know why you had to be first, but go on.
Bailey Blind. Frank de Boer. And that's it.
Don't talk shit. What's the other name? Right, then.
All right, so how are we going to configure this? Are we going to put Yap on the right?
Yap can go on the right. Frank de Boer on the left. And for me, I'd take the lit over fucking Virgil, bro. A fit
What,
prime
you think
Delete.
you think Delete should be in this team already?
If we're gonna put fucking Virgil in it, yes. All
I
he
think
needs
it's
to
not
do,
down
all
to
he
a
needs
vote.
to do is win the league with us, and he's won the fucking league everywhere he's gone, and he's fucking just turning like mid-20, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? Like the guy's an elite baller. When he's
No,
fit
I
and
rate him highly.
on his day, one of the best centre backs in the world. Maybe even fucking of his era. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I rate Delete highly, yeah. And I remember saying people that he's better than Gabriel, but no one was hearing it, you know. And to think that next season, like Delit's gonna be back, it's like he'd be like a new signing to me. You know what I mean?
And this is the thing. I imagine you've got Stam on the right, Frank de Boer on the left, and a fit on form Delit. Bro, that's an elite defense. That we don't need guys that can play out from defense.
You don't think Daily Blind deserves a mention?
He does. But like I say, I wasn't wasting any ink on this one. I already had a vision for it. But if you didn't want to go with Delit, I'd put Blind in there instead of Virgil. Like I say, it's never gonna sit right for me putting Virgil in a fucking all-time 11, bro. It's just never gonna.
You've lost your mind, you know. You've lost your mind.
I'm not. He's not, bro. He's not a defender. Like I say, if we was playing him as fucking DM, all right, but we're not. You know what I mean? We're playing him at centre back, bro. Defensively, he's not that guy.
Listen, we're gonna argue on this, yeah, because as much as I think in this era of football, he is probably overrated, yeah. I purely look at Van Dijk here, and I know obviously Van Dijk's lost a step here, but the reason I think Van Dijk's good is because of his qualities on the ball, and in his prime, whether he's playing a weaker era or not, yeah, I purely look at what he has to offer as a defender. Now, if he was playing in the era of the better shooters of this world, he wouldn't be looked at like that for me, you know.
But bear in mind, what we're talking about now is obviously, bear in mind, after this, what we're going to do, go man for fucking France, go man for Brazil, see which teams are better. We're putting Virgil up against guys like R9, fucking Benzema. Bro, he's not handling it. And you know what I'm saying? Defensively, we need proper defenders, and like I say, I'd feel more comfortable if I was leading this Netherlands team out to face that France team. I'm a lot more confident and comfortable with Delit being in the middle of that fucking centre back rather than Virgil. I know he's good on the ball, but bro, that's what we've got midfielders for, and the two midfielders have got selective are bad boys. We're good. We don't need that. Like the traits.
Let's put it down to a vote, innit? So, guys, listen. I'm saying Van Dijk. Fitz is saying De Ligt. You know, and listen, De Ligt's a top defender, but I do think Van Dijk does deserve to at least be in there, man. I'll have to be honest. And there was no one else really that I was really looking at, because I didn't put De Ligt in there because De Ligt hasn't really played as much as he probably should have. You know,
but that's what I'm saying. That's injuries and stuff. But bear in mind, bro, Brazil, we left Kaká out for Adriano. R9 had one knee for the majority of his career. We're basing it on them being fit. You know what I mean? And for me, a fit De Ligt, I'm taking that.
All right, let's put it down to a vote. Guys, let us know, yeah? It's 1-1. Let us know who you're going with, Van Dijk or De Ligt. Let's see. Van Dijk or De Ligt.
I've got a feeling this is gonna be another Carlos and Cafu moment, this, innit? When they get stitched up again. Where's Dereles?
Well, Dereles is not in there, yeah. So neither is Nishran. So
Alright, so the sabotage ain't on deck yet. But we've got Chris on deck though. Chris is a scout, so I know he's definitely backing his boy.
Listen, Exedra saying Van Dijk.
What? Hey, yo.
The voice of reason. He knew, man. He knew. Nah, Chris, what you saying, man? Van Dijk or?
I already know.
Yeah, listen, it's unanimous. It's unanimous. It's unanimous.
I already know. I already knew. Chris.
Listen, I love it when it comes down to this.
I know you do because you're on home field advantage. Everyone's on side with Gav.
Nah, bro.
So-
Listen, remember I was losing early on, man. When it was Riyad Mahrez and that. You remember?
Yeah, but that was only because we had another man on stream. I had Jonas on deck for that. We didn't have to go down to a chat vote. The chat are just the chat don't like me too tough.
Bruv, your disdain here for Van Dijk, man. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Bro, like I say, I give props to players that don't play for our club and have never played for our club. So it's not like it's just I don't like him because he plays for them, innit? I give Robbie Fowler massive praise. I give John Barnes massive praise. There's a lot of players of theirs that I do actually rate, you know what I mean? Even I rate Paul Ince highly still, despite him going there after us. You know what I mean? Like it's one of them, but yeah, Virgil to me as a centre back is as bewildering as Bruno at the 10 and Bellingham at the 10. Like
That's a big shout, man. That's a big
not
shout.
He's not a real centre back for me. You know what I mean? Like I say, if he was playing as a DM, he'd probably be a fucking generational talent in that position because of his control and techers and that. You get me? But
yeah,
bro, we're talking centre back out. We've had this conversation before. I want my centre backs to be defensive minded first. You get me? I don't want to be watching my fucking centre back, my captain as well. Yeah, playing at centre back, constantly fucking box crashing. It's crazy. The amount of times I've watched my man. Literally, why is he ahead of the number 10? Why is he ahead of fucking wingers and that? Why is he making the run? You get me? You've got so many attacking players, and my man's constantly making runs. It just doesn't make sense to me. Lead by example. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously,
but listen. We have to. Let's move on from this anyway, because I feel like, you know, it was always going to be a toss up with Van Dijk. I always said to myself, I think he has to get in there. You know, but I can hear it. But I just think at this moment in time, he's ahead of De Ligt for me, and there's no one else that really can be in the equation because we're struggling. You know, Yapstam. Yapstam was just in there automatically. You know what I mean? Same with De Boer, and the fact De Boer's left-footed as well.
And the thing is, if Coleman would have been around just until the next Euros, he'd have been in over De Ligt, even just for the sake of that 1 year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when people fucking talk about the qualities that De Ligt's got, Coleman had that. You know what I mean? But he was a defender first. But the joke is, I swear, my man's technically the highest scoring centre back in history.
Yeah, I think he was ridiculous from free kicks as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, man. So it's like, obviously he could attack and had a mind for attack, but he was defensive first. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, if Virgil wants to get forward and do all that, then cool. Just be as good defensively. Otherwise, you're playing in the wrong position. You know what I mean? Is what it is. I've been outvoted. You're a bunch of pagans. Let's move on. Centre mid, yeah.
And Niche fans just come in as well, yeah. And he's not happy, yeah. Big up Niche fan says 3 at the back. He's saying VVD has to be in with Stam as a back 4. But yeah, we already spoke about this, yeah, Niche fan, yeah. But if you look at the fullbacks on offer for Holland, it's kind of hard to get these guys in the team because we got too many attackers as well that we have to fit in, yeah.
We'd have had to have sacrificed a striker for, let's be real, Van Bronckhorst. Is it worth it?
Yeah. But Van Bronckhorst, Arthur Newman, Jetro Willems, Reisiger, Dumfries, Timber. Yeah, I don't think any of them 6
is worth sacrificing.
Should be in there to sacrifice a forward.
Yeah. Trust me.
I hear it. Oh yeah, before I forget, Exedra, bro. I know you're a massive fan of Nico Paz, yeah? Nico Paz is staying at Como. Como are gonna pay Real Madrid 51.8 mil. So yeah, man. I would have loved him at United, but yeah, that's not happening now. You know? But yeah, I thought I'd let you know that, man. All right, let's move on to. Do you want to go central midfield first? Yeah?
Might as well, yeah. I feel like this is where it just breezes. We should Easily get
Uh,
this done. Now.
let me just put some names in, yeah, but they're not really gonna make the final cut, yeah. So I've put in Jonathan de Guzman, Ibrahim Afellay, oh shit, put his name twice. Okay, one sec. Jorginho Wijnaldum, Philip Cocu, Ryan Gravenberch, Ronald De Boer, yeah. And I've left out the 2 10s, yeah, because they could be in another conversation. Because I've got a feeling I don't think our 10's gonna be the same. You're on mute, bro. Bro, you're on mute.
Yeah. Sorry, bro. Sorry. Yeah. I think the 10s.
I've got a feeling our 10 ain't gonna be the same. I've been looking at the list, yeah. Because I think I know what you're gonna do. I know exactly what you're gonna do.
Yeah, and you're gonna go a bit newer like generation.
Yeah.
I already know that's gonna be the one place in it, and I think I know who you're gonna go for as well.
All right, cool. But listen, we are working with 3 players, yeah. Clarence, Edgar, and Frankie. Yeah. Now, the reason why, Seedorf is my number 10.
Nah, we've got 2. Like considering, I know he could be the 10, but now we've got
fucking up the system.
We've got otherwise we're not going to be able to fit in all the bad boys in it. Like for me, I'm sacrificing De Jong. It's Davids and Seedorf all
right
day.
So this is what I was getting to. Yeah. Now, Frankie De Jong for me, I think in terms of DMs, yeah, the only DM I've seen that is more press resistant than him is Sergio Busquets. Yeah. And I rate De Jong highly. And again, Davids and Seedorf never won nothing for Holland. Neither has De Jong. So again, it's personal preference. I like Frankie De Jong's games. I like DMs like him, yeah. But I think legendary status between Seedorf and Davids,
and
they have to be in there.
And don't forget Davids. I know, like my man used to fucking play kind of all over. Like you'd catch him on the left, you'd catch him in the centre. But fucking my man was a tenacious defensive midfielder. Like his nickname was the Pitbull.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my man, bro. Having him as your DM and having Seedorf as your fucking partner to that.
Yeah.
Niche
fan saying De Jong is definitely in with Seedorf.
Nah. De Jong, I like De Jong. I've rated him very high, and when we were linked with him for like 4 seasons straight, I was excited every time because I was hopeful. But at the end of the day, when you've got Davids and Seedorf in the it's just unfortunate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same way. Like, look, fucking Roberto Carlos, Cafu, fucking Kaká, Romario, Casemiro, all these men missed out on Brazil, and it's not because we don't rate them or they weren't elite players. You know what I mean? It's just can't fit everyone into these, innit? And when it comes down to it, you look at the era, like, because let's be clear, Seedorf's in it. Like 3 UCLs with different teams. Like there's no way he doesn't get in, so he's already there. So it's down to Davids and Frankie De Jong. And for me, Davids he's done more in his career, played in a harder era. He ticks a lot more boxes for me than Frankie De Jong does.
Davids was glazed.
Nah.
I'll tell you where I stand now, yeah. Executive saying Davids as well, yeah. I'll tell you where I stand with Davids, yeah. I like balance in midfield. And the very fact that Davids was left-footed, you know, and Davids was a good player anyway, I'm tending more to Davids, yeah. But I rate Frankie De Jong highly. I rate him highly. I think when we look at real world-class players in this era, he's one of them.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And again, when people mention central midfielders best in the world, I even forget his name sometimes because I'm always saying Vitinha, Pedri. Davids, De Jong's there for me. So, but again, he suffered a lot of injuries as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, but I remember like 2003 times and that people were saying that fucking Davids was one of the best, and he was even on FIFA's fucking front cover back in the day. You know what I mean? He was that level. Like it weren't just a case of because he's got dreads and fucking shades on. Like my man was a baller. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
obviously, like I say, just the fact that he was one of the best midfielders in the world in an era where it was just so much tougher. Like we've said, even just going through the tens that played that time, and we
yeah.
can do it with any position. Go look at the right backs that played back then. Go look at the left backs, the fucking keepers. Everything was just fucking all the way up here compared
Mm,
to where the youngs having to play in a standard that's being set in this era. Nah, I understand they're both elite players, but when one's doing it in a harder era, like for me, if you put them on the same pitch in their primes, Davids is going to show you Wagwan
yeah.
just because
It-
he's done it in a tougher environment.
yeah.
Don't forget, Davids was donning up the Serie A when the Serie A was still Serie A.
How
You
many,
know
how
what I
many,
mean?
how many Serie A's did he win, Davids, with Juventus?
One sec.
Because that team, Zidane, Davids, Del Piero,
And then when Zidane went,
Thuram,
Nedved fucking he was there. He was there
Nedved.
for a minute with a bunch of ballers, bro.
Yeah, he was.
That's
Yeah.
it.
As I said, I'm happy to go with either. You know, I think it's gonna be a vote one because we've got niche fans saying De Jong said Davids failed in general. Exedra wants Davids. You want Davids.
Davids won 3 Serie A's. Yeah, won a
Yeah,
Champions League with Ajax. Fucking Intertoto Cup at fucking Juve, which was, if you remember, it was similar to the Club World Cup back then, innit?
yeah, yeah,
Fucking Coppa Italia, Super Coppa, fucking basically everything in fucking everything at Ajax, Intercontinental Cup, Super Cup, UEFA Cup, Champions League, the fucking Eredivisie, fucking like 3-4 times. To say that David's flopped, considering, like I say, he 3 Serie A's when Serie A was fucking still top tier, innit? From 97 to 03, man won 3 Serie A's. Now that was not a fucking slouch era.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And he was a vital part of that team as well. So to say he's overrated or he's glazed or whatever, it's a bit nah, come on now.
yeah. All right, let's go to a vote then. I think the next vote kind of swings it really. So we've got you. So you and Exedra want Davids. Niche fan wants De Jong. Next votes kind of seals it. So guys, anyone that's in the chat still, let us know Edgar Davids or Frankie De Jong.
To be
Let's
fair,
let's see.
it's gotta be David. It's gotta be. Like I say, De Jong, as good as he is, like fucking
Yeah.
David was ridiculous, man.
If no one votes, then I'll just do the deciding one. So guys, let us know Frankie De Jong or Edgar Davids from the ones that haven't voted yet. Davids has done more. I hear it. Chris, who are you going with, Davids or De Jong?
It's gotta be David, Chris. Come on, you know ball like that. You know it's gotta be.
You could be surprised. You never know, man. Let's see.
Don't do a devil S to me, man. No, but it made sense though. Devil S fucking when we got to midfield and he's like, bro, I've never heard of Donga. I was like, all right,
yeah.
age, you get me. I got it.
At least he was honest, didn't it?
Yeah, man. Like I say, you gotta respect it, innit? 'Cause there's a lot of people that just be like, oh no, I didn't rate Dunga, knowing full well they've never heard the name before. So
Yeah.
at least he
Yeah.
fucking, like I say, he owned it, innit? Like, yeah, fair play.
Oh.
Get it. I understand. But Chris, bro, you know Davids, you get me? I know you know Davids, bro. You can't do this.
Yeah, I think Chris has gone anyway. All right, listen, I'm gonna be the deciding vote. Yeah, I'm gonna go Edgar Davids. I'm gonna go Edgar Davids. And purely because, as I said, Davids is left-footed, and he was a bad boy, to be fair. So, but I just like Frankie De Jong as a player.
Yeah.
But
No, like I
it's
say,
got to be Edgar, man.
he can feel like Frankie could feel hard done by not making it into this, innit? Like, it is one
Yeah,
of them. He is that good, but for me, there's just a few boxes that Davids ticks that De Jong doesn't. You know what I mean? Like I say, just the era that he played in and all that, it just weighs it more to his side, man.
Yeah. Nah, that's fair enough, isn't it? All right, where do you want to go now? Do you want to go to the 10 or do you want to just do the wide players? I think the wide players might be
bit of an easier show.
Pretty straightforward, innit? So listen, we're not going to debate on this one. The Flying Dutchman, Iron. You know what's mad now, yeah? When I first became aware of Robben was when I was playing Football Manager, Champ Manager, yeah?
Yeah.
And I used to sign him from Groningen. So I'll be United, yeah? And he was at Groningen. And I thought, oh, this guy looks decent. Like, he plays on the left. And he was elite. Yeah, and I was thinking, this guy's just scoring goals. I never knew who he was. And obviously from Groningen, he went to PSV to Chelsea to Real Madrid to Bayern Munich. And this guy is devastating. You know, the closest player to Robben right now is Michael Olise, in the sense of, you know where he's going to go, but he's just that good. You can't stop him, innit?
Yeah.
And yeah, man, he was a sick player, man. And I think he's been the easiest. I think him and Yap Stam, really, and probably Van der Sar, they've been the easiest ones to just put in the team, because you just got to find a place for them. You know what I'm trying to say? So, and even in terms of the wingers, yeah, I've got 4 wingers.
I've got
Bolo Zenden, Ryan Babel, Robben, and obviously Overmars. So
I've literally got Overmars on the left and Robben on the right.
See, I think Ryan Babel was good, yeah, but Ryan Babel was actually a striker that converted into a left winger, innit?
Yeah. And to be fair, Zenden was a good winger as well. But yeah, man, Overmars, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
He's pace for a joke.
He was one of them players that, even though he was playing for a rival, you couldn't help but just say, "What a fucking player!" You know what I mean?
The thing is, though, Fitch, yeah, I don't think Overmars was a great footballer, though. I just think like his pace was a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, he wasn't as technically gifted as, say, like a Giggs, but bro, his pace. Even, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I think he had fucking maybe slightly better fucking vision than Giggs, in the sense of, like, he could see things before it happened. Like, Giggsy you can tell Giggsy was very much in the moment a lot of the times, innit? Overmars seemed to me like he was a bit more calculated, like he knew what was gonna happen next, and you know what I mean? It's just, but obviously it might just be because he looked like a bit of a robot anyway, with his hair slicked back and all that. You know what I mean? He never seemed to sweat. Like, he just seemed to be so fucking efficient. It was crazy, man.
Yeah,
but yeah, like I say, for me, Mark Overmars was fucking like literally like them times. Like, Giggs to me was the best left back in the Prem, and fucking Overmars
left back.
Fucking, you know what I meant, bro. It's early and I'm still on the way.
Giggs and left back. Boy, kicks
early and it's still on the wake and break, let it kick in, man. But yeah, so obviously best left winger in the fucking Prem at the time, yeah, and obviously Overmars was a very close second. You know what I mean? For me, there wasn't that much between them at one point.
I think Overmars was pure pace, whereas Giggs was more technical, innit? I think that was the difference between them.
But how efficient they both were and how impactful they were for the teams. Like, it's hard to argue that Overmars wasn't on Giggs' level. You know what I mean? Yeah, 100. And even Exedra said Ryan Babel was a bad boy. Do you know what? Yeah, I followed Babel's career when he made his debut for Ajax, and as I said, he was a central striker, and I thought, this guy, he can be special. And I would liken Babel, to the more recent version of Anthony Martial. I think Martial and Babel are very, very similar. Both guys were strikers, but got converted into left wingers, really. And obviously Martial's later period was back to being a striker, innit? But Babel was a bad boy. But I think
yeah, you can't really leave out Overmars for the impact that he's had for club and country, really. You know, and obviously he went to Barcelona as well. So yeah,
he's one
I
of
think
like 15 players that left Arsenal to go Barca. Arsenal have been one of Barca's biggest farms, you know.
feeder club, man. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Feeder club.
man.
Yeah. Please get De Jong in, or we're basically picking a team that won nothing. De Jong still has time.
But what you think De Jong's gonna win something?
Yeah, so the thing is, it kind of doesn't make sense because they've all won. None of them have won anything. You know what I mean?
So thing, just because he could potentially, there's still a possibility. It's like, bro, there's still a possibility Scotland could win the World Cup. It won't fucking happen though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Imagine
like,
that.
We've just got to be real about certain things, innit? Norway could win it, but they fucking won't. You know what I mean? And they've got a couple fucking standout players that are probably just on par, obviously different positions, but on par with the other fucking stars of the Netherlands. You know what I mean? Netherlands have got like probably 3 fairly decent fucking reputation players. Same for Norway, really, innit?
Yeah,
you know, like, but I can't see him winning. Can't see him winning the Euros next. So
I think with teams like Holland and Belgium and and Portugal, they have quality in it. But I think whenever they face against the teams that are expected to win it, these guys always let you down. So that's kind of where it is. Even though Holland are looking a problem at the moment, but if they play a Spain or a France, an Argentina, like honestly, I don't know if they beat them, and that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
and that's the thing. Like, going off just because a man's got time, like, doesn't mean nothing to me. He could still go to the end of his career win nothing for Holland, and then we've got him in the all-time 11 over Edgar Davids. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, especially when Davids he didn't do nothing at international level, but at club level, he was very successful. And like I say, did it in such a much more difficult era. It just makes sense. It's got to be Davids, man.
Yeah. Right, let's move on to the 10s. Yeah. Now, it's between 3 players. Yeah. And the reason why I say between 3, and initially for me, it was between 2. But then I realized, okay, I can see what Fitz is going to do. Yeah. So we're looking at 3 players. And the 3 players for me is Raphael van der Vaart, Wesley Sneijder, and Dennis Bergkamp. Yeah. Now, let's just narrow it down to 2. Massive fan of Van der Vaart. Yeah. Van der Vaart was a bad boy. Again, another guy I watched coming through at Ajax, with the captain's armband. Then obviously made his way to Real Madrid, obviously Tottenham as well. But he was a bad boy, man. And again, Ajax had some serious players coming through. Wesley Sneijder, another one coming through at Ajax as well. And obviously we know what he done for what's the name, for Inter Milan, winning the treble, etc. But listen, as much as those guys were bad boys, it's probably another Jaap Stam. Dennis Bergkamp, for me, is one of the best number 10s of all time, and it doesn't get spoken about really because he's at Arsenal. I have to be honest, can't be giving them guys any credit, man, because they just talk too much. But listen, this guy was ridiculous. And this is why when we keep saying, don't tell us about Jude Bellingham, Bruno Fernandes, etc., because we've seen guys like Bergkamp. Yeah. And I was initially thinking Bergkamp as a striker, but just to try and fit in another bad boy, we have to put Bergkamp in there. And I think everyone is going to agree with that. Niche fans saying Bergkamp, no question. I know Fitz is obviously, he knows it's Bergkamp.
Yeah.
But Fitz, can you make a case for anyone else? Or
there's somewhat of a case for Sneijder, but not against Bergkamp. It's just that you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. You're unlucky, innit? It's like Toldo's just, he's unlucky. He could have been in with a conversation if we did an Italy one, but it's never gonna happen because unfortunately Buffon exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally. There's certain players in the world, like Buffon, R9, Maldini, Stam, Bergkamp, when they exist, and obviously there's many others as well. Yeah, when they exist, just take a seat, man. There's no harm in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Just
So,
obviously, there's no like problem with being second or third when that's the first place. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
fucking hell, it's not a slight on Schneider because he's not getting into it. It's he was fucking really, really quality. Like, and
yeah,
to be fair, I feel like he's another one that doesn't really get the props that he kind of should do. But at the same time, like when the conversation is Schneider, Bergkamp, fuck that. Let's talk about Bergkamp. Let's talk about that turn at Newcastle. Bro, he had so many fucking moments. Like Bergkamp was just the guy. I remember watching him win the top 3 goals of the month on Match of the Day.
yeah, yeah.
You remember that, innit? And all in one
Yeah.
month had 1, 2, and 3.
I think one of them was the Sunderland goal in the
Yeah,
top
I
corner,
think so. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the dab his ass pirouette that he done. Yeah, listen, the guy was unreal, man. It was unreal, and that's you got to credit Arsene Wenger, man. The guy had eye for talent.
Yeah, man.
This guy was at Inter Milan, not getting game time, and then when he come to the Premier League again, Fitch. Now, yeah, has there been a better number 10 in the Premier League ever?
Nah, I don't think so. And this is what I'm saying. And I am fully aware, whilst I say that Cantona was a 10.
Yeah, yeah, but Cantona or Bergkamp?
Nah, but as a player, it's Bergkamp. If we're talking about impact on the team, I feel like Cantona's got it there, in it. Like I say, he's took kids to win a double and shit in the first season. Like,
Yeah,
he was a talisman. You know what I mean? But fucking Bergkamp, the things he could do with a ball, fucking ridiculous.
bro, he was sick. He was ridiculous, man. Is that just saying Rooney? Listen, Rooney was a bad boy, yeah. But let me tell you now, 1 World Cup goal. Look at his Champions League record as well. It's not great. And listen, I just think we have to give credit where credit's due, man. Dennis Bergkamp was different. The only put this way, yeah. I'll tell you how good Bergkamp is. The only players I'm saying as number 10s that are better than Bergkamp for me is Zidane and Ronaldinho. That's the kind of company he's in.
Yeah. Because to be fair, there was an argument that he should have been fucking getting game time at Inter, and his competition was fucking Baggio. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not like you can say Baggio was head and shoulders above him. Maybe that's how he was viewed in Italy, but nah, not in terms of actually.
Rooney was the best 10 ever.
Nah,
listen. What are you talking about? what are we doing there?
I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth. The best 10s that ever played in the Premier League, fucking, if we was to put together a top 5, I can already tell you the top 4. It's
Before you do that, bro. Before you do that, yeah. This ain't gonna go down well. But Rooney technically was better than him, yeah. But I'll take Carlos Tevez ahead of Rooney.
I hear it. I don't like it, but I hear it. But the one thing that I would say, neither of them get into like the top 4 for me. The top 4 10s that ever played in the Prem, and then it doesn't, like, for me, we're talking about best 10s that played in the Prem, not like 10s that had the best Premier League careers, because that's a different story, innit? But best 10s to have played in the Prem: Bergkamp, Cantona, Varane, and Okocha. No one can tell me different.
The only thing I'll say about Varane played slightly deeper though.
I know.
So what I'm saying, yeah, Varane technically was a 10, but for me, the majority of his career, he played as a number 8, really.
No. Because there was a lot of time he was being played as a 10, but in the Prem, yes, he was getting played as an 8. But that's the thing, though. He was a 10 being played out of position in this league. It still doesn't take away that as a 10, he was one of the best 10s that ever played in the Prem. Doesn't matter that he never played a 10 in the Prem. You know what I mean? But he was one of the best 10s that ever played in the Prem. But obviously, I know there's an asterisk next to that, because in the Prem, that's not the position he played. But
Yeah,
if we're talking best tens that ever played in the Premier League, he's
yeah,
definitely in that conversation. Like I
yeah,
say,
yeah.
Okocha is so slept on. There was a point in time where I used to only watch like United on Match of the Day or whatever. I've already watched the match. I'm gonna go watch the highlights of the United. You know what I mean? But I would
Mm.
purposely stick around just for Bolton,
Yeah, yeah.
just for him. You know,
Because
because
you knew you was gonna see something. Yeah,
you was always gonna see something, bro. So it was one
yeah,
of them. Like I couldn't leave him out of a top list of fucking tens that played in the Prem. Like Okocha was fucking ridiculous, and he was that good. I purposely stuck around to watch Bolton highlights every week,
yeah.
bro. Fucking hell, ridiculous, absolutely
That's what,
ridiculous.
but that's what I'm saying. So as good as Rooney was, yeah, you can't be saying Rooney's the best 10 ever and Rooney's the best 10 in the Prem. Like he's not. He's not. He was a top player. There's no denying that. Yeah, broke United's record, broke England's record, all that. Yeah, but for pure ability,
Yeah.
like people,
If we're
people
just
would
talking
say,
about the
yeah,
player in the position, he can't be
yeah,
there. But like I say, if we're gonna talk
mm,
about impacting the team and all that, like Cantona's got the edge over Bergkamp there. Yes, now
yeah, yeah,
Rooney can enter
yeah,
the chat now. You know what I mean? Because he
yeah,
was very, very effective and had a massive impact on the teams that he played in. But at the end of the
yeah,
day, when we're talking about just as a player and his attributes to fit the number 10 role, for me, Wayne Rooney's not in the top five.
yeah. No,
Like
no,
that,
bro,
that's
bro.
not taken away
I
from him.
agree, man. I agree, because I think it might be English bias, it might be recency bias to say that Rooney is, but when you actually compare Rooney and Okocha, why do you think people will tell you Rooney was better than Okocha?
Numbers, basically, innit?
Yeah, that's literally what I'm alluding to, because you can't say that Rooney was a better footballer than Okocha, because he wasn't. But Rooney obviously had the English tax. You know, he was obviously England captain, United captain, and then again, people will run away and say that, you know, he's the best 10, whatever. But when it comes to Rooney against the elite tens, as good as he was, his level wasn't the elite tens. It wasn't, because you saw that in Champions League and in World Cups, and people can ignore that all they want, yeah. But you have to realize that all the best players, yeah, all the best players showed up for their countries. It's that simple. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Yep.
if people want to ignore the World Cup and all that, yeah, um, again, you can't, because the best players to ever play the game showed what they are for their countries. They
Yeah.
did, whether we like it or not, you know.
Because this is the
Um,
thing. When people
oh,
talk about R9, Maradona, Pele, all these greats, Messi, you look and they have the records in the World Cup to back things up. You know what I mean?
that's my
And
point, bro.
the thing is, you don't even have to win the trophy. You know what I mean? Like Bergkamp, my man's like some of the goals. If you just type in Bergkamp World Cup goal, you're gonna see a couple fucking beauties. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like it's one of them like that's what we mean about doing it like for your country. Like you don't have to fucking drag a fucking sixth or seventh ranked fucking team to win a tournament, but you turn up, you get fucking some numbers on the fucking scoreboard and that, like, bro. It's one of them like that's what's required. At least you've done your part in it. If you didn't win the tournament, at least the striker's got his goals. At least the defenders kept shit out. At least the fucking midfield kept shit tight. But it's one of them when Rooney's going to the World Cup as essentially
yeah.
England hope of winning.
England savior, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Mm,
he's returned the numbers that he has. It's one of them. It says a lot. And I know Rooney fucking suffered a few injuries at tournaments and stuff. And obviously, fucking that might have played a part in later tournaments. You know what I mean? Because I know if I went to a tournament and fucking got a bad injury, the next tournament I'm playing, and I'm thinking, well, I've got to be fit for next season. You know what I
mm.
mean? So it might have had some kind of impact, but again, fucking, he just he never turned up on all the big stages. For
Yeah,
me, Rooney only turned up really in the Prem.
But this is the thing, yeah. I think if we're just keeping it strictly to the Premier League, then cool. But
Yeah.
Rooney, as good as he was, wasn't the levels of, as we've mentioned, the Zidanes, the Ronaldinhos, the Neymars. He wasn't that level. He wasn't, because these guys done it in Europe and for their countries. Rooney didn't really do it in Europe the way that people would have expected. Yeah, and again, the World Cup, forget about it. Forget about it. The guy has one World Cup goal. You can't tell me that's a problem. Miroslav Klose has 15. So I'm sorry, yeah. When it comes to the world stage, that's when you get to see who the best players are, whether people like it or not, man.
And don't forget, it's like I was saying about Mbappe and Neymar getting numbers. I expect them to. They came through young. They were seen as this is the wonder kid. He given everything on a plate, become the star player of the squad. Rooney got all that same treatment. Come through young, was the wonder kid. Got all the star treatment, was the captain, all the rest of it. He had everything on a plate to have the same kind of records that a Neymar or Mbappe have.
Yeah.
The fact that he doesn't should really fucking paint the picture, innit?
100. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Because is exactly my point. But and again, it's not all about numbers, but you have to look at the fact that he's got one World Cup goal. You have to look at that a bit differently, because I don't think anyone would have expected a player like Rooney with the name that he had to have one World Cup goal.
Especially like I'm saying, when the system is essentially get the
built
ball
around
to
him.
Rooney. You know what I mean? So it's one of them. It's like Shearer. You expect Shearer to have records because it was get the ball to Shearer.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
100.
And that's why he's got an argument for this best English nine, because the records are there, despite everything being in his favor to get those records. He still had to fucking get the job done, innit?
Yep.
That's the thing. Rooney had all the same opportunities that fucking Shearer got. If anything, fucking it's pretty much identical, because Shearer, when he come through, he was basically touted as one of the best strikers in England fucking when he was like 21 or some shit.
Yeah.
He's realistically fucking Rooney had a few extra years on Shearer, but
yeah, he did, man. And these fans saying if Riquelme was in the Prem, he'd piss all over it. Listen, Riquelme's another one. And again, who's to say that Rooney is better than Riquelme? You'd only be saying that because of goals and the highlights.
yeah.
But Riquelme is what you call a proper number 10. Proper number 10. Pablo Aimar, another one. You know, Isco, like this, bro. There's so many number 10s, yeah, that we could reel off. And again, people will say Rooney because it's biased towards what you're watching.
Yeah.
You know, if you're only watching the Premier League, you're gonna say Rooney. But if you're watching other leagues and you watch Europe, you'll know that Rooney was a top player. But these guys are different, and these guys, as I said to you, showed it on the world stage. You know, so Ravel Morrison was the best in the Prem. Pogba said it. Yeah, listen, we know about Ravel Morrison, man. Morrison was an absolute bad boy, man. He was.
I used to watch that kid up close every day. The kid was fucking phenomenal. But his attitude, yeah, man, is his attitude, man. Yeah. Obviously, fucking hell. But yeah, ridiculous quality. One of the best, like fucking. Like I say, I at that time I was going and watching matches like every couple of weekends and that, you know what I mean, and fucking watching him in school, bro. It shit on some of the shit I was watching on the weekends. You know what I mean? I'm watching him just do shit. I'm like, how? You know what I mean? Like the skills that he possessed as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he was fucking dangerous. But again, yeah, technically one of the best 10s that fucking may have ever lived, but he's got nothing to back that up. No way can I argue that point other than I saw it with my own eyes. You know what I mean? But it's one of them, man. Like, nah, his career doesn't translate to how good he actually was in it.
Unfortunately, yeah, that's the thing, man.
It's like that, like I say, a Kocher. His career doesn't, like, if you look on paper, his career doesn't tell you that he was fucking an elite 10. but he was. You just had to watch him to see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, fucking, it's a sad story, Ravel. I can't lie.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Is what it is, though, innit? We forget Rooney with the 8. Nah, listen. We don't forget Rooney with the 8, man. You can't. Rooney was the best when he was number 8. When he went to number 10, it kind of ruined him. He became too, and even with the captain's armband, you know, he changed his game. But Rooney with the 8, man, with the skinhead, yeah, he was on, bro. He was, yeah, he was on something else, man.
Proper
Yeah.
Shrek Rooney in it. That was Shrek Rooney fully.
Bro, he was on something else, man. He was on really hurting people, whether he hurts them physically or with the ball. It didn't matter, bro. He was on that, and to score a hat trick on your debut against Fenerbahce in the Champions League. Yeah, man. Listen, different.
I was there for that too.
Yeah, but he's not the levels of what we're talking about as good as he was, isn't it? It's just that simple, man.
But that's the thing, though, bear in mind, I was at his debut. You get me? I watched him bag that hat trick, so you can imagine how gassed I was and how much I did love Rooney.
Yeah.
Loved seeing him on the team sheet. Knew he was going to be a vital part of any game we played. He was that much to our team, innit? But if we're being real and we're talking number 10s, he's not in the combo, man. He's not in the combo. And I think even Rooney would say that. Rooney, realistically, if you look at his career, he ended up fucking playing a bit of everywhere. So he's a bit more of a utility player than anything.
Bro, he had to sacrifice his game for Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah, but I know Benzema done the same thing, yeah. But Benzema showed you how good he was, because as soon as Ronaldo went, Benzema went and won Ballon d'Or, Champions Leagues. So he's a prime example of having to adapt his game to Ronaldo, not because Ronaldo's better than him, but because Ronaldo has the name and he has the aura around him, innit? Yeah. But Benzema just showed what a player he was. As soon as Ronaldo left to go Real Madrid, I know Rooney had that season where he scored a lot of goals when he went through the middle. Yeah. But Benzema's one's different. You know, he was instrumental in United winning in Real Madrid winning the Champions League and won that Ballon d'Or. So again, there's levels to this, but Rooney was a bad boy, man. He was. Right, let's move it on, guys, before we wrap it up anyway, yeah? We're going to go on to the strikers, and I think it's going to be between 3 players, yeah? But let's mention the notable mentions, yeah? We already spoke about Michael Moles. As I said, back in the day, I thought this Michael Moles was the best striker in the world, man, because he was lethal. And then I realized he was playing in Scotland. Yeah. It didn't make sense. This guy, trust me, man, go and watch some clips and see what this guy was doing. He was devastating, yeah? But, yeah, we can't take it seriously, man, because doing it in the top leagues and doing it in Scotland, you know, apart from Henrik Larsson, because we know how bad boy that he was, it's not the same, innit? Pierre Van Hooijdonk, ex-Nottingham Forest striker. You know, he was
really reaching now, bro. Fucking
I'm reaching. Listen, you got to get these names in, man, just to give them their props, innit?
But, bro, when I'm seeing the 2 names that I've got written down here, you literally, like, I don't know why you've even wasted ink on Van Hooijdonk, bro. Like,
it's on my phone, man, so don't worry. I saved it.
Yeah, fair play.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Yeah.
Bad boy.
Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. Roy Mackay. Hey, listen. If you know about Roy Mackay, man.
Old school wonder kid.
Oh my god, this guy was a bro. You know why I didn't take him seriously? No word of a lie. You know why I didn't take him seriously? Because his name was called Roy.
Yeah.
I swear to God, when I see Roy, I'm thinking, is he a footballer? He can't be. Like,
to be fair, with a name like Roy Mackay, I was surprised that he was even Dutch. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting a Scot or a Paddy. Like,
and then you see a double A, you think, okay, cool. But listen, man, yeah, Roy Mackay was a problem. And if you remember the Deportivo La Coruña days, yeah, Roy Mackay and Diego Tristan. Oh my lord, with Valeron's another number 10. Yeah, Van Basten wasn't in that era, man. We're doing from 95. Big up.
Yeah, Van Basten was 92. He retired, didn't it?
Yeah, we're doing from 95 till now, yeah. But Roy Mackay was a problem. But listen, we've got it down to, I believe it's 3 names. I'm surprised Fitz has got 2, yeah. But for me, we're looking at Ruud van Nistelrooy, Patrick Kluivert, and Robin van Persie.
To be fair, it's Van Persie I left off, but that's simply because
Oh, you're leaving Van Persie off? No
bro,
way.
when you've got Kluivert and Ruud, you don't need no more, bro. You just don't,
Bro, I'm not too sure. You know, I'm not too sure,
bro. Kluivert, because you know what? Yeah, I'm not even gonna waste time saying how much I love Ruud. The T-shirt tells you how much I love Ruud. Like he will always be a legend, innit? So, like I say, there's no question there. But Kluivert, bro, yeah, he was different, bro.
And guys, by the way, it's not Justin Kluivert, it's Patrick. Yeah, just letting you know that.
Yeah, his pops in it. His pops, the real Kluivert. Like I say, man, fucking Patrick Kluivert, fucking ridiculous. Like I say, one thing that always fucking bewildered me, like obviously, as much as like lesser teams always seem to sign quality and that, when he ended up at fucking Newcastle, it pickled my mind, bro. I just couldn't wrap my head around it at all.
It was an odd sign, isn't it?
Yeah, man. He literally must have had his pick of clubs and he chose Newcastle. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, man. Patrick Kluivert, for me, he was one of them guys that I used to cop on like pretty much every career that I did on LMA or fucking FIFA or whatever. I remember back in the day on FIFA, you weren't like you had like fucking a certain amount of money, but like you could make like I think it was 50 transfers, but you could do it to anywhere in it. So you could do if you took over United, you could sell an Arsenal player to PSG or whatever in it.
Yeah.
Fucking I remember like literally within the first 5 transfers of like at least 3 or 4 years of FIFA, he was one of the first 5 transfers I made. Patrick Kluivert.
I think Kluivert's one of them ones. Yeah, I think you often forget how good he was because again, he's a striker that's not really talked about in terms of the top strikers out there, innit, or to play the game. But he was a top player, man. He was.
You know what it is with a lot of players. Like, it's when I was a kid, I seemed to latch on to players that were absolute ballers, but no one was really seeming to talk about them that much. Like Andy Cole, like there was a million people talking about different strikers at that time, whether it was Batistuta or R9, whatever. I was constantly Andy Cole, you know what I mean, and Patrick Kluivert, and guys are like Kluivert and Cole, like it's. But yo, these man with like top tier elite strikers, and when I'm talking
they've got the wrong complexion for protection. That's what it is, man.
That's all it is, man.
That's all it is.
And to be fair, like as more as time goes on, like it's more evident that that's what it is, isn't it? Simple.
Bro, listen, I called this time ago, man. I know we know what it is. You know, we can go on this all night, really. We know exactly what it is. You know, it's boring now, but that's so wait, are we saying then? Yeah, are we saying out of the 3 of them, Patrick Kluivert's the definite one in there?
No, I'm saying out of the 3 of them, Ruud's definitely in there. But
you're saying Ruud's in there?
Yeah.
Hey.
And then obviously for me, the partner for Ruud is Kluivert because obviously like Kluivert's pace, fucking obvious. Because if you look at Kluivert, Ruud, and Bergkamp, what's Van Persie offering that those 3 don't?
A left foot.
Is that vital for me? Because I don't think it's that vital.
It is. That left foot was a wand. I'm telling you, it is vital for me,
bro. What foot he chooses to strike the ball with doesn't really bother me. Not when I know that. Look at the 2 goal scorers that we've got up front and the 10 behind them. These men are not going to have a problem finding the net.
All right. Listen, how many Premier Leagues did Van Nistelrooy win for United?
I think it was 2. Let me just double check. Just check now.
Guys, make sure you're smashing the like as well, yeah? Smash the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel as well if you're new in here. And make sure you you share the channel as well.
So, I think it's 1. Yeah, 1.
He won 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's won the same amount as Van Persie then. So that makes it 1-1 for me, yeah? They both won nothing for Holland.
But don't get it twisted though, yeah. Like you're saying, oh well, one Prem each. But bear in mind, Rude played in the Prem for what, like 3 seasons?
Yeah.
Van Persie spent how long at Arsenal?
Yeah, but bro, I believe if Van Persie was at United before, he probably wins a Premier League a couple more times.
That's all well and good, but if Rude would have stayed a couple more, he would have won a couple more.
Yeah, but then you can say this though, yeah. As soon as Rude left, we won because Rude's numbers realistically didn't really amount to anything as good as he was, and then he leaves, system changes, we start dominating.
Nah,
you see what I mean?
What it was, he was playing around the times when they, like, obviously one of his seasons was the Invincibles. You know what I mean? And don't forget, like, the Invincibles didn't just happen overnight. They were a strong team that fucking got all the final pieces in place for that season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was playing against probably the toughest competition that we've had. Like when Van Persie was when Van Persie won the league for us, he was competing with City. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would honestly say that at the time Rude was at United, he was competing with a better Arsenal squad than Van Persie was with City.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be that, isn't it? Because that was the Invincible team, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you look at some of the players that were there, that obviously he's fucking coming up against. Bro, don't get it twisted. Ruud van Nistelrooy is compared and put in a head-to-head with who from his time in the Prem?
Yeah, on Henry, innit?
Right. This is what I'm saying. The competition, the levels is different, bro. It's, you know what I mean? That what era he played in, it comes into it once again, because it's like, well, look, Ruud, yes, he only won 1 Prem, but look, the Prem that he won, it was around that Invincibles Arsenal time, and that's who he was competing against. So for him to win that league, for me, that league means a bit more than what Van Persie's league does, because we were stopping Arsenal taking our dominance and making their own reign. You know what I mean? Van Persie.
Yeah, but bro, you can't. But what I would say though, yeah, Van Persie was literally the reason why we won that league title.
Yeah.
But if he's not in that team, we don't win the league title. Like with Van Nistelrooy had Rooney, he had Louis Saha, Scholes, Giggs. He had all those players, and obviously he played his part in it. But I just think it's a little bit different. Even though that Arsenal team Man United were going up against was a problem. But if there's no Van Persie, we don't win that league. Because I remember the game against City where he bagged the free kick. Yeah. I remember that game. And that's when I thought, right, we're winning this league, man. And he was instrumental for that for me. So
yeah, 100% he was. But again, like Fergie knew when he brought him in, he was telling guys like Scholes and that, if you can't get the ball to Robben, you're not gonna play. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like when like look, Rooney, that was the way it was for fucking Rooney at England. So Rooney, like, you expected him to get numbers. The fact he didn't was a disappointment. Van Persie getting the numbers that he did and getting the goals that won us the title is expected when Paul Scholes has been told, if you can't get the ball to this guy, you ain't gonna play. Paul Scholes, you know, at that time, you know, bro, come on now.
You gotta rate it though, innit? You gotta rate it.
Yeah, standard, because Fergie knew, look, because obviously when Fergie left, he knew that he was leaving the weakest United team that he'd probably ever managed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was one of them, like, realistically, he knew, right, we just need the goals. We've got the players that can get the ball to him and put it on a fucking, on a 50 pence for him. But at the end of the day, we need someone that's going to finish. But realistically, I can't think off the top of my head, but I'm sure at that time we could have picked up another striker that, given the same kind of instructions to like everyone, including Scholes, get the ball to him or you don't play. I'm sure there was another striker out there that could have done that for us. You know what I mean? It's just Fergie seeing it as, we can get Van Persie and we can get him for fairly cheap as well. It'd be salt in the wound for them. I feel like that's all that was. You know what I mean? It's like when we signed Michael Owen with no reason to other than to piss off Scousers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what that was for me. And the fact that he just said to everyone, get the ball to him, is because he basically on his way out, he wanted to wave to the Arsenal fans like, nice one, guys. Because that was his biggest rival, you know what I mean? So I can kind of see the petty Scotsman and why he chose Van Persie to be that guy. But you could have made that guy anyone, especially if you're telling Scholesy, Rooney, and all these man, if you can't find him, you won't play.
Just get him the ball, yeah.
Yeah, man. Like there was definitely a striker out there that could have took Van Persie's fucking spot and still won us the league. Like it's not like it was only him that could have done it. You know what I mean? It's not like he was making everything. A lot of them, you go back and look at that season, a lot of his best goals were from fucking incredible balls to him. You go back and look at that volley that everyone goes back to where Rooney just fucking dinked it to him. Fucking, bro, perfect timing, brilliant strike. But at the end of the day, the ball was one of fucking hundreds like that going to him throughout that season. You know what I mean? He's constantly getting them balls up to him. So you expect a good striker to get them numbers. You know what I mean? But like I say, one thing that cements like Kluivert for me is, bro, I remember when he signed for fucking Barca, he was amongst a wave of, bear in mind, within a space of, I think it was like 3 or 4 years, they went from like R9, Kluivert, Saviola, like they had a bag of man. But the fact that he's there and he was getting a lot of game time as well at one point. He was forcing his way into that team ahead of fucking some quality strikers. So like, to do that at fucking prime Barca, like, oh, that's something within itself. And then, like I say, you look at his attributes, you look at the speed, like, because Rude's not got the speed that Kluivert's got. Van Persie's not got the speed. Like, for me, Rude and Van Persie are pretty much, it's one of those two that you take. And
well, the funny thing is though, yeah, it looks like we're gonna be outvoted anyway because both Niche Fan and Exedra have both said Rude and Van Persie.
How are we sleeping on Kluivert, guys? It's just someone give me a reason why you don't like Kluivert.
I think they're doing it because of the Manchester United bias, isn't it? I think that's what it is.
I hear
they're
it.
both saying
Rude
Rude and Van Persie.
No, but this is what I'm saying, no, guys. Like, the fact that you've already said that Rooney is the best 10 that ever played in the Prem, and now you're going with fucking Rude and Van Persie up top. Like, the United bias, I hear it. I'm sat wearing United shit, but come on, man. This is we're trying to keep it. I've got fucking Van Dijk in this shit because of you pagans. You know what I mean? The fuck? Where was you United bias then? The fuck is this, guys? Come on, man. Like, we're talking ball. Like I say, Van Persie and Rude like offer very similar things. Yeah, Kluivert's the one guy that offers ridiculous pace, and his finishing was fucking lethal. I just don't see how we lose.
I'm happy to go. Yeah, Kluivert, Van Persie.
But can you really leave Rude out for Van Persie though?
I think you can, man, because he's left-footed, bro. I think you can. Like, if you want Kluivert in, yeah, you're looking at Van Persie or Rude, and I'm leaning towards Van Persie, bro. I'm leaning towards Van Persie. I'll be honest. Listen, let's put Kluivert in there, yeah. Let's put Kluivert in there because again, Kluivert was a bad boy,
and he does offer something different.
He does.
Out of the three strikers, he's the one that's different. So I feel like he's the one that should be there because there's no point in having two players identical playing next to each other. You know what I mean? Like, it just, like, I do kind of get it in a sense of, I remember when we had Tevez, Rooney, Ronaldo, how similar Tevez and Rooney were as players. That was good, but that was part of a front three where Ronaldo was offering something different. Now Bergkamp's not offering pace neither. He's offering similar shit to Van Persie and Rude. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, other than the wings, where's the pace coming from here? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think based on that, I think when you've got Bergkamp in the 10, having Bergkamp, Van Persie, and Van Nistelrooy, yeah, wouldn't necessarily. It would work because they're all good footballers, yeah, but it's not the greatest balance that you could have by putting a Clivert in there, innit?
Yeah,
Because Clivert can hold
exactly.
the ball and he can run the channels as well. So
Yeah, and that's the thing. When
yeah,
look at Bergkamp, people talk about how good Bergkamp was, because bear in mind he had the speed of Henri to work with as well. You know what I mean? Like some of the balls that he'd play onto Henri, like he just knew Henri will make it because he's that quick. It's like
yeah,
it opened up a lot more doors instead of just constant ball to feet. Like he could read where fucking Henri was going and going to be. And
yeah,
that's one thing I remember seeing Henri talk about. Like at first when shit wasn't clicking for him, Wenger turned around and said, like, think what your teammates will be thinking. You know what I mean? And he's like, right, he knew that fucking Perez would play a certain way. He knew that fucking Dennis was going to do certain things. And then shit started clicking for him, innit? But Bergkamp would have been the guy that was instrumental in that, you know what I mean? Because fucking Bergkamp's vision and read of the game was ridiculous. So
yeah,
to be playing with Bergkamp and be told that by your manager, there's no way that you're not going to utilize having the master at your fucking disposal, innit?
yeah.
So, like I say, I feel like you've got to have that little bit of pace in there. But to leave Rude out over Van P, it's a bit mad. It's a bit mad.
Yeah. Well, as I said, it is and it isn't, yeah. But I'm gonna say Van Persie. I know niche fans saying Van Persie. Who you going for? Van Persie or Van Nistelrooy?
Me, I'm going fucking Van Nistelrooy, but I feel
Nistelrooy.
like I'm outvoted already, innit?
Now, well, the thing is, Exedra's the one that's got the deciding vote because it's 2-1 Van Persie, and if he goes Van Nistelrooy, then we need someone else to vote. Otherwise, it's gonna go down to my opinion.
Yeah.
I'd rather it go to a vote personally, you know. But
I hear it.
Exedra, what are you saying then? Van Nistelrooy or Van Persie to partner Patrick Kluivert? Who's he gonna go with?
Like I say, I feel like it should be Rude, but at this point, it again, you can't really you've still got fucking elite quality there either way in it, so you can't complain too much. But a lot of this is personal preference in it, and for me, when it comes down to it, it's Rude's my preference over.
Hey, but wait, you know what? We've got a newcomer in. Big up to Helena. Helena, big up yourself. Big up for coming back on again, yeah. The fact that you're Dutch, yeah.
You're the deciding vote.
You're the deciding vote, yeah. So we've got our team, yeah. We're deciding between Van Persie or Van Nistelrooy. So, Exedra, who you going with, bro? Who you going with? So he's saying take Kluivert off and put my boys on. Nah, bro, listen, man. Kluivert has to be there, man.
Kluivert's got the pace. Kluivert's got ridiculous pace. He's offering something that the other two don't. He's got to be there. He's got to.
Chris, what are you saying, man? Are you saying Van Persie or Van Nistelrooy? Because it's 2-1 Van Persie. It's 2-1 to Van Persie at the moment. We'll wait for Exedra's one. We're not removing Kluivert. So Van Persie or Van Nistelrooy? Who you going with? I got a feeling I know who he's going to pivot to. So this is why we're looking at a deciding one.
Helena from the Netherlands, man. We're relying on you to be the deciding vote, really. I think.
Yeah.
Like I say, man, I did even mention this the other day. I was like, I think people will be surprised when the team's finished, like how strong it is. This is a very strong team. This.
We'll run through at the end before we wrap it up. Anyway, let's just see what these guys are thinking. Come on, guys, let us know, man. Van Persie or Van Nistelrooy? What Van are you going for?
It's got a bit of Rude boy, man.
No, not Van Basten. We're doing 95 to we're doing 95 to the present day. So Van Basten, Rijkaard, Koeman, these guys can't be involved. Exedra's saying he's taking Rude. I knew it. Yeah. So it's 2-2.
My guy, you know.
I knew he was going for Rude anyway. So it's 2-2. Helena, what are you saying? Are you saying Van Persie or Van Nistelrooy?
Deciding vote. This is.
Hurry up. What Van are you going for? Christopher McGrath saying neither one. What do you mean? You've had people like Andre Voronin. What are we doing?
He's a scouser, though, isn't he? He's a scouser. He'll probably say put Barbel up there.
Oh, Helena, you've killed me. Van Nistelrooy.
Gee, Helena knows, man.
Killed me.
Big up my Dutch people there. Yes. You get it. This feels like retribution for that Brazil squad, bro. Like them fullbacks killed me. This is brilliant.
Oh, yeah, as much as I don't like this, yeah, we have to go with majority vote, man. I cannot
you know
believe
what?
it.
You know what's crazy? I've got one person in my team that didn't make it.
And that's the Ligt.
Yep. Literally, that's the entire team that I put together. The 10 of the 11 names I put down are there. That feels brilliant. Niche fan.
Hey, no, I'm going to ask you one more time, yeah? I'm going to ask you one more time.
Helena's already answered with a brilliant answer. Helena, I love you. Fucking brilliant. I'm not gonna lie though, but that's what I was saying. Like, bear in mind, look how strong that squad is, because obviously I had the Lit in mind instead of Virgil. But that I feel like that squad there could bring it to that France squad.
Let's run through it anyway. Let's run through it. 1 minute.
I can see the disappointment in your face. Bro, you got Mahrez, man. You got Mahrez. It was meant to be.
Let's go through this team, yeah? Let's go through this team. Niche fan, listen. Yeah, listen. I'm not happy, bro, but listen, we got outvoted, man. It is what it is. 2 right foot. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. So listen, we got Edwin van der Sar in goal in the back three. Jaap Stam on the right, Virgil van Dijk in the middle, the captain. And on the left side, on the left
Dennis
side
is the captain.
Who?
Dennis.
So yeah, we got Van Dijk, Jaap Stam, Frank de Boer, left-footed centre back at back of the three, and then we've gone for, obviously they're in wing backs, but they're wingers to us really. Arjen Robben, Mark Overmars. I think probably the easiest decision to pick for the wingers side of it. I don't think there's much players that could have threatened that. You know, Andy van der Meijden, he weren't great. You know. Clarence Seedorf, Edgar Davids in the midfield. Again, Frankie de Jong deserved a shout, but I think when you got Davids and Seedorf, you know, Davids being left-footed as well, you know, for me, that's what nailed it. But de Jong, I think if de Jong was to win something with Holland, he could be in there.
Yeah.
He could be in there. So, well, no, he will be in there. If he did win something.
Yeah, if he can win a World Cup or a Euro with Holland, then it deserves to be in over Davids, to be fair.
It does. The number 10s, I mean, Wesley Sneijder, Rafael van der Vaart, 2 bad boys. But listen, Dennis is one of the greatest number 10s to play the game. You know, as I said, the likes of proper central number 10s, you know, Zidane. I know Ronaldinho played from the left, but he's still a number 10. But if we're looking at central 10s that played there in a 4-4-2 or in a 4-2-3-1, the only guy I'm looking at really above Dennis Bergkamp is Zidane. That's it. You know what I'm trying to say? You got the Riquelmes, the Tottis, the Del Pieros. But I think Bergkamp was every bit as good as them, if not better. Obviously, the Cantonars as well. And then the strikers, you know, there was no Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay is Holland's record goal scorer, by the way, if anyone's forgotten. He's the record goal scorer. You know, we was debating between, you know, because they've had a whole list of top strikers, yeah. But we was debating between Van Persie, Van Nistelrooy, and obviously outvoted Van Nistelrooy partnering Patrick Kluivert. And again, Patrick Kluivert is someone that is often overlooked as well, isn't it? So, but yeah, this team here does look good, man. Does it beat Brazil? Not for me. can it rival the French? Let's go player for player, yeah?
Yeah.
Van der Sar or Barthez?
I'd probably go Van der Sar.
Yeah, so would I. So would I. So would I. Yap Stam or Marcel Desailly?
Who's Desailly going up against?
Yap Stam.
No, it's Stam.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying as well.
Cool.
So 2-0 to Holland, yeah?
Yeah,
Van Dijk or Eric Abidal?
I'm going Abidal. You know that.
You know what? So Niche fan said Van der Sar, Stam. Guys, Abidal or Van Dijk? Because Abidal was underrated, to be fair. Big up to Babs One Diva. Big up yourself. Yeah, all good. Guys, we are going to wrap it up in a minute. Yeah, listen, Depay was nowhere near them players. Of course he's not, but he's the record goal scorer for them, which is crazy. VVD over Abidal. Do you know what? I don't know. That's a tie for me. That's a tie because Abidal was left-footed. Frank de Boer, and again because different systems, guys. So we're just trying to do the comparables. Yeah. So Frank de Boer or Lizarazu.
That one's a close one, you know.
Yeah.
That one's a very close one. I think I'll have to go Lizarazu for that one.
Lizarazu, yeah?
Yeah. But only by an eyelash, you know what I mean? Like it's not by much, man.
Yeah, it's not much in it for a lot of them. All right. Robben or Ribery? The two former Bayern Munich wingers. Robbery.
I'm probably gonna go Robben, you know. Yeah, Robben.
These are difficult, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's tough. All of them from here on out are just gonna be by a slight fraction.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna answer, man, because I don't like answering these ones, man, because it's difficult, man. I'll let you guys do it. Seedorf or Patrick Vieira?
Again,
No, sorry. Seedorf or Paul Pogba?
Yeah, that's a closer one still, but again, that doesn't make it any fucking easier.
Bro, I've got to say Pogba, you know. I've got to say Pogba.
I've got to say Seedorf for like I say, 3 UCLs with different teams. Like he's
the record, to be fair.
Yeah, and to be fair, like you look at the teams that he won it with, he was fucking vital to every team he played in and won it with. So yeah, I've got to go Seedorf. As much as I like Pogba, I've got to go Seedorf.
I think the majority of the chat's games Seedorf as well. But listen, don't sleep on Pogba, man. That's what I will tell you. Edgar Davids or Patrick Vieira?
I'm probably gonna have to go Vieira for that. Again, so fucking tight that one, but yeah, probably just edges it.
Mark Overmars or Thierry Henry, the former Arsenal players?
It's got to be
Henry. It's got to be Henry in it. Come on.
It hurts to say it so quick, but it's got to be in it.
Yeah, it's got to be Henry. Dennis Bergkamp or Zinedine Zidane?
That one's disgusting.
It is, man, but just be brave. Be brave.
It's got to be Zidane, hasn't it? It's got to be Zidane.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be. Obviously, guys, we had Lilian Thuram at right back, but because it's different system, there's no one to compare Thuram with. I mean, you could compare Thuram with Yap Stam, really.
No, but the thing is, the one thing that I would say though, like, because obviously we've gone with is a fullback, because we could have put Frank de Boer on the left back and brought in Van Bronckhorst at right back, in it. Now, Thuram, Van Bronckhorst, it's not even a combo. Yeah.
No. Van Bronckhorst was left-footed.
Oh shit! Who would have gone right?
We could have done Denzel Dumfries at right back, and then you can push Frank de Boer centre back with Van Dijk. No, sorry, Yap Stam centre back with Van Dijk, and have de Boer or Daily Blind or something like that.
It just wouldn't.
Or Van Bronckhorst.
Yeah, it's not working. It's not working, is it? So, but that's what I'm saying. So either way, Turan wins that over whatever would have gone on the right.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, it's like, well, fucking okay. Well, would you sacrifice one of them strikers to get Turan at right back?
I probably would. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my he was that good as a right back.
Bro, he was that good. Yeah. So I would do that. I'll probably sacrifice. Yeah, I'll sacrifice. I'm not sure who I'll sacrifice, but to get Turan, I would definitely do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously that's how you know. Well, Turan wins that one in it. Like France gets that one in it. Cause you would definitely. There's no way that Turan wouldn't be whoever would go at right back, and you would sacrifice a striker for him in it. So
well, this one's gonna be interesting then. Benzema or Clive or Van Nistelrooy? Bro, I'm gonna tell you straight. It's Karim Benzema, man, for me. Karim the Dream. It's Karim the Dream for me, man. Ballon d'Or winner. What was he a World Cup winner as well? Was he in the squad?
I think he was. No. In fact, I think he missed it.
I don't think he was. Yeah, I don't think he was.
I think he missed it.
But then these guys didn't win anyway. Even Helena, Dutch, is even saying Benzema.
Yeah, to be fair, it probably is Benzema, innit? Like, I can't lie.
So let's count, yeah? Let's count. So we've got Holland, we've got Van der Sar, we've got Stam, we've got Van Dijk, Robben, Seedorf, and that's it. So five Dutch players get in. And then the French players, we went for Thuram.
Did you see Van der Sar in that first five though?
Yeah. So Van der Sar, Stam, Van Dijk, Robben, Seedorf. 5, yeah.
All right, okay. So yeah.
And then France have Lizarazu, Thuram, Vieira, Henry, Zidane, Benzema.
Yeah. So they just about edgy, but that's the thing, though. But considering Lizarazu and Frank de Boer is essentially a 50-50. There's
nothing in it. Yeah.
So it's like realistically, that's probably as equal or even as you could fucking get with that France team, really.
I agree.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I even said it when we was doing the Brazil one. I reckon this one definitely compete with that fucking France one. And the France one was a fucking elite team. That just tells you how good the fucking Dutch teams have been, man.
100. Hey, listen, guys, it's been a good one, man. It's been a good one. Niche fans just said, hang on, how's Dembele and Mbappe not in this? And on that note, it's good to just wrap up with that because, listen, if you're telling me that Dembele and Mbappe, as good players that they are, where's Mbappe going to play? I'd like to know. Mbappe, I ain't taking Ribery out for Mbappe.
Nope, not taking.
Benzema, forget about it. So you're looking at Mbappe coming in for Henry. That's how difficult it is. Because I'm not listening to Ribery. I'll tell you that. You know, so
Benzema stays in the team. You know what I mean? Like,
Benzema's probably, in terms of the strike force, is probably ahead of Henry for me and Ribery.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. It might be unpopular, but I'm telling you, he's ahead.
And to be fair, you're not because the thing is, for me, I'm not playing Dembele or Mbappe over Benzema, knowing full well that these men are wingers playing out of position. You know what I mean? So why am I going to take out an actual striker for a winger to go there? Like, it's not happening. So you're restricted to the wings. So you're looking at it's, and let's be real, you go in, it's Dembele or Henry, or it's fucking Mbappe or Ribery. And I'm sorry, but Henry's getting in over Dembele and fucking Ribery's getting in over fucking Mbappe. It's just that's a testament of the quality that they've had. You know what I mean? It's not a knock on.
What it also tells you, Fitz, is that Henry is regarded, as the all-time best player to play in the Premier League. To think that if we're doing a France all-time list, again, my opinion, but if you're gonna sacrifice a wide player, he might have to be him.
Yeah, because you
Which
wouldn't
is mad, isn't it?
sacrifice Ribery, and that's the thing. You're not going to sacrifice Benzema to get Henri there to put somebody else on the wing. So he would be the sacrifice in it. But again, that's the thing. You can't sacrifice Henri. That's why that man can't get in, because like, Henri's the weakest link there, and that's Henri. You're not getting him out of the team. You know what I mean? Having a weak link as Henri, that's top levels. That, you know what I mean? Having your weak link is Henri. Bear in mind that was basically Barcelona when he went Barcelona. You know what I mean? He was probably the weakest part of their attack when he got there.
But that just tells you everything, and that's nothing on Henri, but there's levels in football. It just shows you that.
Exactly.
It just shows you that. Big up to Foxy Danny, says hi Gavin Fitz. Big up Gavin Fitz. Hope you're both well. Yep, all good. Hope you're well as well. We are gonna wrap it up in a minute and go through a couple of more of your questions. What the fuck? Love this channel, but that's wild. Look at what's happening at the World Cup and PSG. Dembele and Mbappe are taking the piss this cup. You know what? Big up Niche fan, but Niche fan, what you have to realize, is that we're in a shit era of football.
And they played Iran and Norway's B team.
Yeah, we're in a poor era. You think Dembele and Mbappe are doing that up against Nesta Cannavaro? Never. So this is my point.
They're not doing it up against Blanc and fucking Desailly. You know what I mean? They're not doing it against fucking let's be clear, they're not doing it against fucking Sol Campbell and Rio Ferdinand.
But that's my point, bro. But again, niche fan, big up yourself. Didn't know Dunga, so
no. I think that was Dereless in it. I think that was Dereless.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, niche fan. What you doing then?
What's your excuse? Bro?
What's your excuse? Okay. What's the excuse, man? Because listen, Dembele and Mbappe are scoring goals, but you have to realize, we are in a very sad state of affairs in the Premier League, man.
Yep, and like we did the watch along for it yesterday, and we were speaking very highly of Dembele. We're not knocking him at all. He is top tier for this era, but you've got to be fully aware that this era is dog shit compared to previous ones. And when you're comparing them, they're not even the same world.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're really not. Like I say, this World Cup I've been saying for a while doesn't feel like a World Cup because they've expanded it, added so many extra teams. Now the group stage feels comfortable. Used Ghana and England as an example. We beat Croatia, they beat Panama. They probably fancied getting something out of the Croatia game over fucking beating us, so they played for a draw. But we've already beat Croatia and we've got an easy game next in Panama, so we're playing for a draw. Because we both know we'll get through if we can just draw this. Now we're comfortable.
But bro, have you seen who England might play if they go through?
Nah. If I know we looked at it, but I can't remember, innit?
So I heard it today. I'm not sure if England win the group or finish second. I can't remember what it was. But if England go through, they're saying that they could be playing Senegal. And you remember when Senegal smoked them in the friendly?
Yeah. But and that's what I'm saying with the squad selection. That wouldn't bode well for us, I don't think. But again, fucking for me, this World Cup it's felt watered down. It's not felt like a proper World Cup. Like I say, the hydration breaks to fucking mask the extra advert breaks and all that bullshit. A lot of factors are fucking this World Cup up for me, innit? But the first thing I said was it's the expansion. Like literally, how many times have I mentioned the fact that, bro, there's gonna be top elite players that are playing against a fucking part-time maths teacher and a fucking, you know what I mean? A gardener that's just fucking gone to the World Cup because he's got a fucking population of 100 in his country. It's fucking insane. It doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? Because now you've got fucking guys that are earning $250,000 a week going up against a guy that's fucking in a third world country that's earning nothing, basically, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? This is insane. Like, I don't want Kobe going into no 50-50s against Panama. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
protect my players at all costs. Keep them away from all these fucking gardeners and butchers and that. Like, I don't want no piece of it. But the
Bro,
thing is,
hey, listen, my barber, yeah, my barber's from Uzbekistan, yeah.
yeah.
He told me he almost got the call up. That's what we're dealing with.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like this, like I can't. It can't be like this for a World Cup. You get me? But this is what I'm saying. I know full well they've done that because if you go back, like we even touched on it, like how many goals have been scored in a World Cup tournament. You go back to the 50s and that, yeah, this fucking ridiculous goals in a World Cup. So now they're thinking, how come? Well, if we add extra games, we'll get extra goals, and if we add the extra games with lesser teams, that's where they can stat pad. This is what I'm saying. Like, how many man are on fucking 4 or 5 goals now, and they're only 2 games into fucking groups?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So so whoever makes it all the way to the final, say if a France make it to the final, you're expecting Mbappe to be shattering anything of recent record. You know what I mean? They want these men to be getting numbers,
yeah,
equivalent, if not better than the fucking 50s, so they can then say, look, this is proof that this
100%,
is the best era that's ever been. Like
100%
strategic. FIFA know what they're doing with this fucking like the stats.
And bro, Argentina are playing Jordan.
Yeah. Bro, one sec, go back. Just pull up now. Argentina's group.
Bro, I can tell you their group. I can tell you their group.
Jordan and who?
Austria, Jordan, and the first game was against what the had it? It was a let me find it. I'll find it quickly.
Wasn't Curacao or something, was it?
Nah, it was
that's Brazil's group, innit?
One sec, I'll find it now. So their group was, I know it's a low ranked team, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, oh no, it's not, to be fair. It's Algeria.
No, but
yeah, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan.
But still, for Argentina, that is a piece of piss. That is a stat pad group for a Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You look.
He's got 5 goals in 2 games, and he should have 4 in the last game.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You look at France. People are saying, "Oh, well, look, fucking Mbappe and fucking Dembele both on 4." Yeah, but they played Iran and Norway's B team. I'm not surprised. I said before the game kicked off, when we saw the team sheets, I even said I can see this being a 4-0.
Yeah,
it wasn't a surprise to me in the slightest, because you look at the quality that France has got. Norway were in for a tough game anyway, but then when you make 10 changes and you've got literally your whole B team playing, you're gonna get embarrassed there. You can't do this. These men.
Bro, you know what's even worse as well? Yeah, we're slowly seeing R9's name just slide down that table as well. You know that?
Yeah,
it's embarrassing. They showed it the other day, and R9 was second. And it's like, I swear he's at 4th now. And by the end of this competition, he could be out of the screen altogether.
Yeah. But this is the thing, though. But then they know full well, because our generation have been loud about the fact that R9, best striker that ever has been. And, like, to be fair, all ex-players all agree on that shit. Like, you've seen, like, the French defenders talking about playing against R9 and talking about how they couldn't see the ball anymore. He's a magician and shit. Like, you've got Desailly talking about he's losing track of the ball. He can't see it no more when R9's got it. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, everything backs up that he's the best. So now when you've got Mbappe and Messi and fucking Dembele and all these people that are fucking overtaking him, now suddenly you can say, look, this era, how many players are playing right now are better than R9 in World Cups.
All right, it's a conversation, yeah. If anyone tries to bring that conversation to you, just walk the other way, man. Just don't entertain it, because that's just one conversation that can never be entertained.
Yeah, but you know that's exactly what pundits and that are gonna do, and the narrative will be, look, these men are beating R9 records. This is
but bro, if anyone was sent on that panel, they just shut that down straight away.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? Because it's the agenda. You know what I mean? Like they all know the script. They all know what they're trying to accomplish with this
Because
bullshit.
Mbappe is level on goals with him right now,
But this is the thing.
and he'll break
The
it. He'll
the
beat him.
eye
Sorry, yeah.
test don't lie, man. The eye test don't lie. Like R9 and Mbappe, different planets.
Yeah,
Different
100.
planets. They're not even from the
100.
same world. It's fucking
100.
ridiculous. But the agenda will be Kylian Mbappe, most lethal striker in history, this, that, and the next. They'll basically try to give him R9's title. That's how it's gonna go.
Impossible.
Exactly.
Impossible.
But this is the whole reason why they're doing this stat pad shit. They're making it so easy for people to get numbers at the World Cup now, because you go back to Rooney, only one goal in the World Cup, but it was a tougher tournament then. I'm not trying to give him excuses, but it was a much tougher
No,
tournament.
it was a lot harder, yeah, of course.
And then obviously you then look at if you'd have put a fucking Rooney in a England group stage like what we got this time, I reckon Rooney might have actually got a fucking fair few goals just in the group stage, I guess, especially against Panama. He's getting four against Panama. You know what I mean? It's one of them.
I'm telling you this tonight, yeah. I'm telling you this tonight, yeah, because you can plan it, yeah. And you know what's actually mad? I done a short the other day about Ronaldo and Kevin De Bruyne, yeah, how they're detriments to their countries because they're past it, yeah, and they're always playing. And I did say, yeah, do not get carried away because their next games they're gonna score goals and everyone's gonna think they're back. Ronaldo got 2 against Uzbekistan. De Bruyne got a goal against who they play? They played someone, I can't remember who it was. They beat them 5-1, yeah. And again, it just shows you, yeah, that how comes these teams happen to be playing them kind of countries all of a sudden? All of a sudden.
But you know what I mean? Without fucking Portugal facing Uzbekistan, yeah, and Cristiano's not getting nothing. You know what I mean? And they don't want that because as much as he's coming to the end of his career, they do clearly prefer Messi over him.
They want his name there still, yeah.
Yeah, they want it there because it's a money maker. You know what I mean? Yeah. So at the end of the day, they always want the big names involved. And how do you do that? Well, let's give them the best opportunity to fucking get big numbers in it. And this, like I say, it's ruined the World Cup for me anyway, just as a tournament on its own. But being able to see the long game from this, like I say, I can see hydration breaks coming into Champions League games at some point, and then once that happens, we're fucked. We're gonna be in quarters, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Madness. Boy, listen, we're gonna have to wrap it up anyway, but yeah, man, we could talk all day in it. You know what I mean? But yeah, as I said, I think tonight, you know, I can see Harry Kane getting a hat trick against Panama. Everyone getting gassed until they play someone serious.
It'll be coming home tonight when we beat them fucking 5 or 6-0.
Yeah, where's that same donut that told me it was coming home against Croatia? Where was he against Ghana? You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, these guys are funny, man. But it is what it is. But guys, big up yourselves for coming through each and every time. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Fitz on his socials as well. And yeah, listen, it's Holland all-time team. I run through it again. Van der Sar, Jaap Stam, Virgil van Dijk, De Ligt in the back 3. Robben and Overmars on the wings. Obviously, Van der Sar's in goal. Seedorf and Edgar Davids in the midfield. Dennis Bergkamp in the 10. And then Ruud van Nistelrooy and Patrick Kluivert as the 2 strikers. And as again, nowhere near the Brazil team for me. But,
nothing will get near that though. Nothing.
Yeah, it's elite, man. But it's comparable to the French team. You have to say, innit? So yeah, but guys, there ain't gonna be no watch along tonight. So I'm not gonna do a watch along until the knockout stages, and I'm gonna be very selective on the games as well because this World Cup has been poor, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's been poor. It's not been great for me. So I hope it lightens up, man, in the later stages. So yeah, no watch along tonight, but we are going to be doing our next all-time 11 from 95 on England. So we're going to try and do that during the week. We might see if we can do that on a Tuesday. Obviously, we'll be back for the Thursday one as normal. So yeah, we got England to do, and then I think it's Belgium, and then we got Spain. Argentina, Portugal. So yeah, we have got a few more to do. So we'll get that in. So yeah,
And
yeah, but the England one will be next,
even
and
though
we'll
they
try and do
didn't
that on
make
a
it to the
Tuesday.
World Cup, bro, I do think if we've got time, if we can,
Go on.
I think we should try and squeeze in an Italy one.
Yeah.
We can.
We'll do
Just
it.
because
Yeah.
I feel like Italy could be the only team that could come close to Brazil. You know.
Nah, bro. I'm not in.
Bro, bro, think,
Nah.
keeper, defense, midfield, and up front, they've actually got options, like serious options.
I think though, yeah, I think their attack is where it lets them down.
Not
Because
for me.
it depends what formation we're going with, yeah. But they haven't got a striker for me that troubles R9. Well, no one's gonna trouble R9. So
Yeah.
if
But
we're
that's
not
what I'm
getting,
saying. It's about beating the other positions.
Romario in now, yeah, I can't make a case for any other Italian striker.
Nah, I hear it. But like I say, fucking obviously, you can still have an elite striker that's not gonna beat R9. But
I know your striker is as well. I know exactly who he is.
But this is what I'm saying, though, bro. That
He's no longer here. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Some fucking serious options, bro. I'm telling you. What?
Yeah. No. Listen, we'll definitely do an Italy one, no doubt, man. Now I ain't doing no Greece one. You're taking the piss, man. Charasteas and that. Nah, listen. I said we're only going to be doing serious nations, man. The major nations. But
to be fair,
I'm
you can't even say that they did win a trophy, though, innit? Like,
listen, I want to stay awake. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'll tell you that for free.
To be fair, I might even struggle naming fucking 11 Greek players. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
there you go. Charasteas. That's as good as it gets. You know what I
mean? It would be disingenuous, isn't it? Like a lot, like these players that we discuss on these, we actually know and can discuss and reminisce on. You know what I mean? But
you know what? Before we wrap it up, though, yeah. Before we wrap it up, Fitch, yeah. Niche fans on your level. Balotelli, the best Italian striker ever.
Telling you, bro.
Bro, people sleep on his name, you know. But Zagorakis, yeah, I know. I remember him, Theo Zagorakis. But we're not doing Greece, but good try anyway. You know what I mean? But guys, listen, I'm gonna wrap it up. I got to shoot anyway. But yeah, big up yourselves each and every time for coming through. We should be back again. If there's any transfer news that breaks, I'll probably react to it. But other than that, we're gonna be back for the all-time, possibly on Tuesday, but definitely will be here Thursday as well. So yeah, keep tuning in, man, and help us do these all-time teams. And as I said, man, it's enjoyable, man. But the Brazil one, nothing beats that. But the Holland and France one, some strong teams, man. So let's see if there's other teams that can compare to that. We've got England next time, so yeah, that'll be interesting. But other than that, Fitz, big up for coming on, bro.
Yeah, my thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. But guys, other than that, have a good rest of your weekend. If I don't see you guys or speak to you guys, and as I said, yeah, just keep your notifications on to see when we go live. And just before we go, here we go for Fernandes. What? You're lying.
Nah,
you're lying. I can't see nothing on there. What do you mean? Here we go. What Fernandes? What, Enzo or Matthias?
No, that's what I'm saying. Just one sec. Let me have a quick search and just search that Fabrizio in it, because that's who does them fucking. Here we go.
Because I'm on Sky Sports now. I can't see nothing breaking.
Nah, because normally it'll be my man will put out a tweet or fucking whatever saying it, like, here we go with something in it.
Okay.
One sec.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I think a lot of these journalists, I don't think a lot of them know what's going on. They're just regurgitating stuff to get traction in it, I think.
Yeah.
But he goes, no. Oh, sorry, he meant I meant, do you think we get Fernandes?
Oh.
We should do, but I don't know. I think what's going to come down to Fernandes, I think he goes with the financial package. Whoever offers him the most money and offers West Ham the most, I think that's where I see it happening, and it depends what United's ambitions are, because I'm hearing that, I'm hearing that Elliot Anderson's on 300 grand a week. I'm hearing that Fernandes wants north of 200 grand a week. Do United pay that? That's what it's going to come down to, man. So I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure, but I'm just remaining optimistic that Ineos don't let us down. That's all I'm interested in, you know. So let's see, man. Let's see. But guys, other than that, big up to yourselves, and yeah, we'll catch you guys in a bit. Take it easy. Fitz, big up, bro.
Big up, bro.
Big up, man.